My name is Brayden Klingensmith, and this is my application for what comes next. I was born a month early. Since then, my parents learned that whatever I did, it was done on my own pace. I've always liked to learn. I learn best when it is something that I'm truly interested in. I've always liked figuring things out, whether it be people or technology. I wanted to understand it. I always wanted to investigate everything. My parents have always supported my individualism while also trying to instill in me a work ethic and understanding of the world and how it works. My interest from a young age, like most kids, was heavy machinery, firefighting, technology, and music. I had costumes and birthday parties and would grab the garden hose and pretend any time I could that there was a fire I had to extinguish. I even took over my mom's flower garden with my Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars and vehicles, turning it into a construction site. I was always making little videos and playing music in the background no matter what I was doing. I would even rope my younger sister into playing. She was always a side chick even when she didn't want to be. I made it through preschool and in elementary school picked up the trumpet. I really liked music but found most of the music that we had to play boring. Fast forward through middle school and into high school I go. I'm in band, freshman year. The music was okay, but I've met some really great people that year. One senior I met told me how he spent his free time volunteering for South Baldwin Volunteer Fire Company. I began thinking about how younger me would love to know that the opportunity to become a firefighter was accessible to me, easily accessible. Towards the beginning of summer before my sophomore year, I reached out to him again, and he invited me to a meeting, and I never looked back. I've been volunteering since then. I volunteered at South Baldwin for 2 years before moving to Whitehall Fire Company. I learned so much at South Baldwin and met so many good people that it was hard to leave. Isn't that what each decision in life is about? What's next? When to move on? I really enjoy volunteering. I went to classes, earned certificates, and learned a wide variety of information and skills. I learned different knots, CPR, and communication skills. I also had to always keep my grades up. The middle to end of my sophomore year was the hardest for me. My grandmother's health declined as she was diagnosed with lung cancer. This hit hard as whenever I had free time, it was spent talking to her or being with her. My grades began to suffer as I thought about the future without her. When thinking back, it was one detail of someone's life. My grandmother died. That moment feels like a lifetime. My nanny, she died. She was so fun to be with, and she embraced everyone for who they were. I miss her every day. Each detail of life shapes us in some way. Each detail is handled differently by different people and can take people in different directions than originally thought. She knew I could do anything. My parents and sister knew I could do anything if I just put my mind to it. I'm just not sure I knew it. Enter my senior year. Many things changed this year, some personal and some not. I have learned that with each change that happens, there is a takeaway. You have to learn from each situation. It helps you learn what you want or don't want. Senior year made me think about the future, which wasn't that far off. I thought about all the decisions I needed to make, college or trade school, or entering the workforce. Once I sat and thought about it, I realized I wanted to take my volunteering to another level and pursue a career in firefighting. I'm working on joining the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire. Everything that has occurred in my life has brought me to this point where I have decided what comes next.